Hey guys, and welcome back, and it looks like it's Wily time. Oh, that glorious sound and those glorious eyebrows. Looks like we're going to be stepping right into another fine Dr. Wily Castle. And Mega Man 2 introduces these nice little castle intros, which I love. Anywho, we're heading on to Wily 1, which its theme is basically the Beethoven's Fifth of video games. It's that magnificent. I mean, if you went back to Beethoven's time, you might have been considered his rank, or even yet, you would probably, it would be probably considered the devil's music, and you'll probably be burnt alive. But either way, this theme is amazing. And we all know it. Maybe a little bit too praise, but it's still an awesome theme. But I just love this Wily 1. I mean, in Wily 1 and Mega Man 1, you're basically you just tore open a wall and you stepped in his castle like no big deal. But this, you're scaling his castle just to get into the entrance. And there's no like clear pathway to like his entrance at the top. No, you have to like make your own path with all these items and stuff, which is really cool. It looks like it really shows how Wily's upgraded his defenses, I assure you. But as far as the stage, it's not too bad. It's just a kick of a good time. Mostly because of the music. This song. By the way, those spring things you can kill with the bubble lead or the quick boomerang. I usually use bubble lead just because I can get a use out of it. Yeah, but other first castle levels aren't necessarily like this. The one, I guess Cossack's Castle is like this because it's sort of vertical in Mega Man 4, the first level. Mega Man 3, you just sort of jump down into Wily's castle, like underground, with this awesome theme. I like Wily 3. I mean, Mega Man 3's Wily 1 theme. It's really jazzy and stuff. Like I said, I associate that game's like themes to like jazz, like some of them, a good portion of them, jazz and blues and stuff. And yeah, here's the classic dragon. It's weak against quick boomerang, and it's also somewhat weak to heat atomic fire. And yeah, that was him. That was quick. By the way, if you are planning to get hit, I would suggest getting on the top bar, the top block, just because if you get hit, you'll be knocked back to that previous block. Literally, like, and just so you won't fall off and such. Anyway, to Wily 2. The reason why I use item 1 to get up those towers up in the first part, first Wily 1, is just so I can fill up my item 1 to like full count, basically. You do still have to do some item management when it comes to these Wily stages, of course, because you basically don't get any more items like you did in Mega Man 2. Though that does change in Mega Man 7, where the game fills up all your energy and stuff like that. Which is cool by me, I guess. Makes it less challenging, though. Anywho, I'm just dropping down here to avoid all this fire. Yeah, but one thing I'm regretting is just all this flicker. And I think the Mega Man Anniversary Collection actually has basically where the game doesn't flicker at all, the NES games and stuff, which is pretty cool. It also has this item switch, quick switch thing, sort of like the X series has, which is all fine and dandy. I'm just using wood shoot here. I usually wait for like 6 of these screws like to show up and then just shoot them all. It's pretty efficient. You could also patiently wait for them if you know their pattern and stuff. But I didn't know that they really had a pattern during this recording, so yeah. Anyway, make way up here with the item 3. Good stuff indeed. These guillotines of sorts are deadly with their flicker of death. And we should be heading on to the trap room. The trap room is weak against either the bubble lead or the metal blade. This time I used bubble lead, that's what its true weakness is supposed to be, but metal blade is so efficient at it that I would actually suggest that. Bubble lead kills all these things in one hit. Metal blade takes a few hits, but you can shoot in any direction, so it's not really a challenge to hit them. And yeah, they always appear in this set pattern. So yeah, it's not too bad. And there we go. We defeated this trap, which is all swell and dandy. Though I do always wonder if you actually like defeat the boss on like the left side of the screen, how Mega Man shoots up through the stage. Yeah, I don't know. But yet again, he does that usually during bosses and stuff. And we're heading to Wily 3, where the music starts getting tense. This is actually a very short stage. There is some energy to the left and right. I think I fill up all my energy here. Yep. Basically everything is full as of now. Nice item management. And here's this little water section. Keep moving, basically, because there is actually a fish that will appear up under you. But practically that fish is like so slow it'll never hit you. Here is the introduction of these spike sections. They're quite numerous in the Mega Man series, of course. So yeah. Just be careful right here. If you try to rush through, sometimes you can accidentally hit those spikes. Right here I use the bubble lead to kill this one. Oh shooter. What? I don't know what you call them. And I use leaf shield to kill the ones over here that are off screen. You can also use item 2 to zip above them if you place it correctly. And it looks like we're up against the Guts Dozer. You just want to get out your quick boomerang and just shoot him in the forehead. This also shows Wily's love for Guts Man. He brought him back into... He just brings him back so much. He just loves Guts Man. He's like BFFs with him. I mean, all the time. Let's see, in Mega Man 2, he has the Guts Dozer. In 3, Gamma looks like Guts Man. In Mega Man 7, he rescues Guts Man from the museum. In 9, he has Concrete Man. Well, actually, no, Light made that robot, so I guess that doesn't count. But that looks like Guts Man. It's just crazy. Wily's love for Guts Man just amazes me. And then he has statues of him in Mega Man 1. Yeah, that man is not fun. You have to be very acute when it comes with that one, I assure you. Right here is these invisible floors. You can use the bubble light if you want to find them. Though they're not particularly horribly placed. There's only one at like the very end near that ladder. There are some invisible floors here, and you can get that E-tank if you really desire it. I never really ever have. Oddly enough. Down here we're going to head on to this little conveyor section. Pull out your leaf shield and you can just deflect all these enemies and stuff, these tellies, as they just fly towards your spinning shiny leaves of death. These poor things don't know what's going to hit them once they touch my leaves. And wee conveyor belts. Fun. Okay, sorry. Oh, geez. Good stuff indeed. Oh, yeah, and when you're doing a, whatchamacallit, run. A pacifist run, you're basically gonna have to take hits from tellies, of course. And, yeah, they're just getting annihilated. Surprisingly, though, Leaf Shield is, even though it's like the first shield power-up, it is one of the best shield power-ups in Mega Man history. Even though the best Mega Man Classic, I mean. But though the best one, I have to say, in the Mega Man Classic is actually the Jewel Satellite in Mega Man 9, because it's basically the wood shield in this game, but you can just run around with it. Even though later in the series you do get shields that you can run around with it, it can only really take one hit by enemies, while like the Leaf Shield can take several hits and stuff. And then basically Jewel Satellite does the same thing. Plus it reflects projectiles. Right here I'm charging up the Atomic Fire just to take out this stupidly placed Sniper Joe. He really sucks. And Quick Boomerang takes these guys out like a champ. But yeah, be careful. I always dislike that Sniper Joe placement. Oh, and I dislike this boss with a passion. But here is this Crash Bomber Trap boss. Basically what you want to do is, you can use item 2 to get a quick start on him. You can use item 1, but item 2 is basically the quicker start. Oh geez, there's so much happening all the time. You use one Crash Bomb to take out the wall and that bomb, that shield thing to the left. And there's so much going on. You basically have to time your jumps when those lights are blinking, and you have to stay on a specific position just so they won't rape you, like all at once. So they aren't angled where you're automatically going to get hit. It's very complicated. Plus, you want to save a Crash Bomb just for the final boss. And we'll be seeing him later, so see ya.